because the fact that I have tears coming out of my eyes right now is actually insane. Welcome back to another vlog with your boo Fee here. Oh girl, it is a beautiful morning outside. I'm sure it is extremely hot. I have not yet checked the weather today, but I'm just saying the way that the sunlight is like coming in throughout the house. I said, you know what, let's go sit and have a little bedroom chat because it's been a minute. You know, yesterday was extremely busy between going to lunch, going to Home Goods, going to Sephora, you know, just bipping and bopping around, trying to measure for curtains, child, doing the most. Hello. There was a lot happening. But today, actually, I was supposed to be up getting ready right now, if I'm being honest with you. I was supposed to have a lunch date with my girlfriend at 11:30. We were going to the new Mammon location in Plano, but she had a meeting pop up on her calendar, so she's not able to attend. Which, you know, in your past 35, closer to 40 and up years, girl, you don't care. It's actually like a little treat when somebody cancels something. You be like, okay, no worries, no problem. See you next time, boo. You love your friends, you want to hang out with your friends, all the things, but at the same time, you don't be tripping about no cancellation, because by now you've learned that life just gonna life and you just gotta roll with the ebbs and the flows of whatever is happening. And there's no need to react. Like, we're at the age now where our cortisol levels go up as soon as we open our eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, the moment you open your eyes and you start thinking about all of the things on your to-do list for that day, cortisol shot through the roof. So you just trying to manage your cortisol. So anything that's taken off your to-do list, you're like, okay, I don't gotta rush. I don't gotta stress. So that's like what that was. I was like, okay, no worries. I still may actually go though, just because I haven't been since that one time me and Lisa went, and it was really, really good. Like, I actually did really enjoy that location. We have a lot more to do today though. I actually have an appointment today at Fashionphile again. Remember, I made it last time, so today is the day for me to go to Fashionphile. I got just a few pair of shoes that I had never worn, girl, that I need to see if they want. If they don't want it, it'll be on my Depop. Like, I'm gonna start posting on Depop this week, so I'm excited about that. I'll be posting all of my things. So if there's something that you may want to check out, you may want to see, you know, go and check over there, because that's where I'll be listing items. So yeah, we have that going on. And then me and my husband actually have a restaurant visit. We have a dinner to go to tonight, and it's all the way on the other side of Dallas. It's in the Bishop Arts. I think it said Bishop Arts or Oak Cliff. So it's all the way on the other side. So I actually am not coming home because I don't want to be stuck in traffic. So once I essentially leave that appointment, I'm just gonna like bop around until it's time for me to go to dinner. So essentially, I'm gonna get dressed today for dinner. Girl, see what I'm saying? See why I wasn't tripping that it was canceled? Too many moving parts. I feel so fancy with my cup. I feel all elevated and stuff, all grown and stuff, girl. I'm just like, oh, I got a little saucer with my teacup. I feel like I've graduated from the Rhode mugs. Nothing wrong with them because I have a collection, okay? But I just feel like I've graduated. Once you get a little saucer, it just does something different to your insides, you know? But I wanted to talk to you guys before we dived into our day, now that we have more time to actually just sit down and chit chat with one another. I really do want to encourage you to take a social media break. Like, from the apps, from the Instagram, from the threads. Well, I don't know about the threads, subjective, okay? But from the TikToks, you know, the Facebook, anywhere where you have to scroll. I want to encourage you to take a break from that, because, can I sit my teeth? Let me sit it down right here. It's going to be okay. I want to encourage you to take a break, because I have felt so much better in the last few days. Not just with my productivity, but girl, with my emotions, with my mental state. Like, Oh my goodness. I actually, Dahlia called me yesterday morning when we dropped the girls off. So we were just having a chat when I was on my way to Starbucks. And I had told her, I was like, yeah, girl, I'm off social media this week. Like, the only way that I'm posting is through my desktop. So I just get on like Meta Business Suite, schedule the post, or I get on Threads and schedule the post, or YouTube, you know, and I'm scheduling all of these posts out, but I'm not like actually actively on the app scrolling or seeing what anybody else is doing. I have no idea what's happening on social media at all this week. And I said, I feel so much lighter. Like, I feel so much better. And she was like, yeah. She was like, don't you feel like happier? Like more joyful? And I thought, yeah, like, like actually I do. And I think the word that I was looking for was, I don't feel as like depressed. Like, you know, not to claim depression in that sense, but just like, I don't feel stuck in a rut or stagnant or whatever the word is that you can insert there. I don't feel that. I feel like I'm focused on my own things. I'm doing my own things. And you know, that conversation led me into when I had lunch with Lisa. We kind of continued the conversation. And Lisa was like, you know, the thing about it is when we're scrolling, we're going through so many different emotions at one time. That's not normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you're scrolling, you can go from happy to sad to angry, you know, to want to do a two-step. Like, it's just, like, your emotions are constantly changing every 10, 15 seconds, a minute as you are scrolling through your feed. And I thought, never thought about it like that. And to be honest with you, I have never taken a social media break, ever. I think the longest I've probably been off social media was a day. And I must have been asleep or had no service or something. But like, to actively choose to not be on socializing, yeah, that's different. But then I had a comment here from one of the faves where she was like, I love that you're over here, you know, because this is my only social media platform. So she was like, I love the way that you're showing up more. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to make it my only platform. Like, in all honesty, I really am. Like, I'm really trying to make it my own platform, because over here, it's not even as, I think originally I was over here because I felt safe. If I'm being honest, like, I felt safe, obviously, with all the things that's happening. No need to mention it. That's another thing. It's been a year. 8/8 marked a year. And I decided on 8/8 that was the last day, or at least I'm going to try my best, because I'm human, right? But consciously, that is the last day that I'm going to refer to my past. Like, we're moving forward. We're stepping into a new identity, girl. Next chapter, new season. Don't know who that girl was, okay? We're moving forward. And in order to move forward, you can't constantly reference looking back, you know? So, like, I just know that I never took a social media break voluntarily. And so this feels very different. It feels very fresh. It feels very new. Again, I'm not saying I'm not going to be off social media for a prolonged period of time, but it does make you think I should incorporate this more, you know, whether that's quarterly or bi-monthly or something like that, because it really just brings into your remembrance, like, whew, I'm losing a lot of life being in everybody else's business. Like I am. And it's so, I don't know why it's so different over here. I don't know. Like, if you know, please tell me, but it's different. Oh, girl, it's different over here. It is. Like, I can sit and put the girls on and still do what I'm doing. Like, watching the girls doesn't take away from what I'm doing. But if I'm scrolling, I don't get nothing done. I can't do nothing that I'm supposed to be doing. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. But I definitely was like, you know, I want to encourage you to take, like, you're not going to miss nothing if you take a break. That's what I'll say. I don't miss a thing. I don't know what's going on. So how could I miss it if I don't know? I have no idea what's happening. And even when I do decide to get back on, I'm re-implementing Opal heavily. I never left Opal, but I definitely, for the social media apps, had eased it up, especially during like the summertime and stuff. No, girl, I'm re-implementing my Opal. Okay. Also, Opal has a setting, which is the one that I'm currently using, called Digital Sabbath. And the Digital Sabbath setting will automatically shut down the distracting apps for you. It has the times already locked in. You ain't got to do nothing but turn it on. It's great. Like, all of the updates that they've made on the app have been really, really good. So yeah, I'm re-implementing Opal because I noticed that if I need to do something, right, I can go in and unlock it for 5 minutes. Give myself enough time to make the post or respond to messages. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, how long does it take you to do the thing that concerns you? Not the thing that is about everybody else, which is the scrolling. Just how long does it take you to do the thing? And the thing may be checking messages and DMs, because brands are definitely, you know, messaging and DMing. My girls are DMing, you know, stuff like that. Okay, let me give myself 5 minutes to go in there, respond, check, make sure everything copacetic. Once that thing shut down, go on back about my business. And I think by doing it as a social media break way, it kind of like reshapes your thinking. Whereas if you never taken a break, at least for me, never taking a break, when I would like unlock the app, when the app was shut down, I would get upset, right? And then I would go back in and unlock it again. And it was just this continuous cycle until I got so irritated, I just turned the lock off completely, because I never fully had like a real break to understand like what it is and you know, why it's so needed. Like, girl, everybody in this house need to take a social media break, husband included. Like, I was like, oh, like my eyes have been open this week. I am so full of joy. I am so happy. It is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. And at first I really struggled with it because I thought, well, this is my job now. Like, this is my job. But Holy Spirit said, I've shown you the platform where you need to focus. And I said, oh, duly noted. Okay. Gotcha. You know, there's that. Kind of chin checked me on that one. But anyways, I just wanted to sit down and share that with you. And maybe it encourages, maybe you've been thinking about it. Maybe you've been considering it. Maybe you felt intimidated by it. I don't know. Like, I fully understand feeling like you're going to miss something. You know, or hearing people have conversations, you have no idea what they're talking about because you're not in the mix. But at the same time, there's so much freedom in not being in the mix that I promise you, if you make it through the first 3 days, it's smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. It's almost like breastfeeding, child. How they tell you, make it through the first 2 weeks and then you got it. That's how it was. I persevered through the first 2 weeks, baby. I wanted to give up every day. But I made it. I survived. And then it was on and popping for a year. So, you know, that's kind of just how I'm looking at it. Nothing great comes easy. And so you always have to remember that. And the quote that just keeps coming to me every single day that I'm actually going to put on my mirror, those that say they can and those that say they can't are both right. You just have to choose who you are. Are you a can or a can't person? That's it. That's all. So anyways, girl, I'm finna finish my tea and then we are going to go and get ready for the day. I think I am going to, should we do makeup together? I don't know if y'all get tired of seeing me do my makeup, but I got new makeup I want to try. I want to try that Rhode and I want y'all to see it. Girl, no, but I'm gonna show y'all the face that I did yesterday. I didn't even wear blush and it took me, girl, I actually think it took me less than 5 minutes. Like, it was so quick, but my skin looked so good throughout the day. And I thought, oh, this is what the girls are talking about when they say they want like the quickest beat possible, but to look presentable and nice and be able to go out throughout their day and feel comfortable. Huh. It was good. Now, was it due to Chanel? Maybe just a little bit, girl. Just a little. Listen. That Chanel, that Chanel is fire. Okay. Anyways, let me go and get ready for the day because I still need to decide what exactly I'm going to wear. And then we can get out of here and get this day started. Let me tell y'all something. Doing this big hair and your makeup, interesting. Very, very interesting. I already put on my skin prep today, so we just need to go in with a little bit of primer. Girl, that Danessa. It's gonna get you together. I'm gonna do our brows. I know I'm using the Fluff and Wax. While that sets, I'm going to actually go in with my Urban Decay. I'm gonna use the skin tone color, and then I'm gonna use the Tear right here, and Merit Stick. Okay, I know it's tried and true, and so any blemishes you see, I'm just gonna cover. Now that that has set, then it's a Mark's brush, I'm just gonna tap that Merit Stick into place because we're just trying to cover. So we don't need it to, you know, spread around. After that, I used my MAC right here. Went across the bottom. Oh shoot, I forgot the bronzer. See, out of sight, out of mind, girl. Dang it. We're still gonna use it though. This is the shade that I got. And I'm just coming in. Ooh-wee. Okay, I see the warmth. Especially over here. I kind of like it. Let's spray. Let that settle in. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the Chanel, the powder I've been telling y'all about. See how it very much still looks like me? You know what I'm saying? It just gives that you're a little bit more put together. Okay. She's tea, she's tea. The only other step if you want blush is obviously to add, you know, blush. But I mean, if you want it to look like your face, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit more freshened up. I'm gonna try the new Rhode, the Peptide lip tint. I don't know if this needs a lip liner or not. But I just feel like every black girl needs a lip liner. I went in very, very lightly with the Trendsetter because, girl, it's good and brown. You heavy hand, it's gonna be right there with you, so be careful. All right, let's try it out. See if we like it. It is moisturizing, I will say that. I don't know, maybe I was hoping for more of a pink like gloss. This is definitely a tint, a light tint, but I do like it thus far at first try. First wear, so we'll have to check throughout the day. I'm gonna just take this with me throughout the day to see if I have to reapply it. Obviously when I eat, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to because it's glossy, so it's not matte, it's not gonna stay. But I mean, it is a pretty little, it's growing on me. Like the more that I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, okay, I like it. And girl, that's it. Like, I promise you, I'm gonna master. I am mastering the face. Y'all, I'm sold on this hair. I'm loving it. I think I am gonna invest in the human hair. It's just, I gotta get it colored. Oh girl, it's just so much. So I might not do human hair until I go back to Memphis because the girl that I want to color it is in Memphis. So it might not be until like the holidays, like Thanksgiving. But I'll buy the hair before then, take it to Memphis with me, see if I can get her to color it while I'm there, and then install it. Cause yeah. This tea, this me right here. You can wear this fat, skinny, tall, small, bald. Baby, yeah. I do need to go buy some more of this detangler because it really does work. It worked on my wigs. It's working with this crochet. Y'all know kinky crochet. You know after about 3.5 days what that do. It's been holding up. Now mind you, I only got the kink around the perimeter. Inside is the human hair blend, the Dominican. So it's a much tighter curl, but it's not a kinky curl. But it blends so well together that it looks so natural. Because when you think about, like a mixed kid's hair, right? And all their curls and all that. Shoot, just a black woman. So we have so many different curl patterns in our hair. You could be 4C here, 4A there. you know, said 3B back here. It just depends. And so having the two blended, I feel gives it a more natural like look to it, and not so much just. So I think it was a good decision for sure to do it this way. Now, if I buy the human hair, I don't think I'm not gonna mix the human hair with synthetic hair at all. But it just feels, golly, girl, it keeps getting caught in my nail. It just feels more natural to me. And I've gotten so many compliments. Like everywhere I go, everybody is like, I love this hair. And it's so crazy to me because it's always the hairstyle where you're like not sure, you know what I'm saying? You're nervous that you might be doing too much or whatever, that everybody end up loving. Craziest thing. Anyway, let me find some clothes because it is now 11:39 and I would like to get out of here by noon if I'm going anywhere before I go to my appointment. So let's find some clothes. All right, she's dressed. Girl, I tried on so many different outfits. I just went to my old faithful, my naked wardrobe dress. This dress just always carries me, big, small, it don't matter. So that's what I reached for, and I decided to put it on with my little Louis Vuitton slides that I love so much. And for my fragrance, I'm gonna go in with the vanilla powder today because I just know it's gonna last me from now until dinner time without having to like reapply it. And that's what I like about it. It just lasts all day. It's a good like year-round scent, you know. So this is the look. I got on some shapewear, girl, because Big Mama was Big Mama. But it's okay, we're gonna get her back together. Well, so much for a date night. My plans have been derailed yet again, girl. I did go to Fashionphile. I actually was a little disappointed in what they ended up like offering me. I did sell 2 things to them, but the rest of it I still have. So I'll either, like I said, go to Keeks or list it on Depop or something like that. And they got done a lot faster than I thought. So I went over to North Park, but I was on the phone with Jasmine. I wasn't there long. I was probably there for like 20, 30 minutes. But girl, Express, me and you, I gotta go back, okay, when I have more time. But as I was walking out of the mall so that I could head to this restaurant, I, checked in with my husband to make sure he was on the way, and he was still like an hour out from the location. And so I basically just called it. I was like, hey, it's no point of you even trying to get out here because his work went over. And yeah, it was just no point. I don't know about you, but like, I'm not willing to sit at a restaurant and look lonely for 45 minutes to an hour telling them, oh, they're coming, they'll be here, they're in the back mocking me. I would rather just go in knowing that I'm solo, because it's a different level of confidence when you're solo. It's a different just aura, like, you're going in by yourself. And so it's just a different vibe than be sitting there just twiddling my thumbs, tapping my feet and waiting. Like, I don't know. Am I pissed? Yes. I'm not even really pissed. I think I'm just disappointed. Like, I was really, really excited for us to be able to have some time together, just with all of the things, like any time that we can get time together, I get really excited about. So I am disappointed. I feel like my eyes are tearing up. I'm such a girl. I am such a girl. But I'm currently stuck in Dallas traffic right now. So I'm not even getting there on time. I think we're supposed to be there at 5, but literally the traffic keeps pushing back. So I don't know if they got in a wreck. I don't know what's going on, but now it's telling me I'm not going to get there until 5:24. So yeah, there's that. Hopefully the food is good. I'm going to try to like pump myself up before I get there so I can at least seem pleasant and not, I don't want to be here. But yeah, my plans definitely got derailed today. I was all excited. I felt like I put on my, cute little black dress. or whatever in my sandals. But there's always tomorrow. I think we have a dinner to go to tomorrow as well. So we'll do that. But anyways, let me regroup, because the fact that I have tears coming out of my eyes right now is actually insane. And I know, like, when I reach this level of pissed, it just takes me a while to come down. And to be pissed yesterday and pissed today, girl, that's not good for my cortisol level. So I'll meet y'all at dinner. Since it's just gonna be us now, we're gonna have a solo date and we're gonna keep going. What Trinity say? And still we rise.
They gave me so much food, literally. I have chicken and steak, fajitas, guacamole, ceviche, this shrimp soup, some type of dessert, roasted corn. And she just asked me if I want a margarita. Now, y'all know I ain't supposed to be drinking, but who's gonna turn down a margarita? And technically, I'm the only one in the restaurant right now. They do have other people, but they are here for like an event. This restaurant is brand new. I didn't know that I was coming to a brand new location, which is always exciting for me because I love like the opportunity to really highlight and put my spin on the content and all of that to make sure that they get like the proper spotlight that they deserve, because I understand like restaurant business is hard in and of itself. So if I can do my little part, great. Well, let me tell you, girl, this food is fire. If you live in the Dallas, like downtown Dallas area, Bishop Arts, Oak Cliff, anywhere on that side, definitely add this one to your list if you ever just like to bib and bop around Bishop Arts, because they have a lot of like arts and crafts and different things like that in the area. This is the perfect restaurant to come to. And when I leave, I'm gonna show y'all like the little area. It's like a little inside walkable. It's outdoors. I don't know, girl. I'm gonna show it to you. It's really, really cute. Um, it's like this. You can walk around, and have a really good time, just like enjoying the weather, talking with friends, your date, whatever the case may be. I was actually thinking to myself when I leave here, I need to go sit somewhere like by myself and just think for a second, even if it's like 20 or 30 minutes, because I realized lately I've been feeling the way about a lot of things. Thank you. Ooh, this is pretty. Mm-mm. Okay, I gotta record it. Let's see. We put this down. All right, my girl. Dinner is complete. It's finished. This is what the beautiful walkway looks like out here. That's why I was saying it's like in between. Like I couldn't fully explain it, but I was like, yeah, this is great to walk at night. Like they got a Hot Works. They have a coffee shop. You know how they're doing all the apartments now? They're like communities within the apartment. That's what this reminds me of. But guess what? My husband showed up after I told him not to come, and I shed my little tears and was in my little feelings. He still drove an hour out from our house just to show up. And he could only be there for like 30 minutes because he had to go back to work. I am grateful. I do appreciate it. But I was already like in my feelings and thinking and stuff. Here, we're gonna sit down right here. That's if I can get up on this thing, girl. Girl, we up here, honey. Yeah, it just really got me to thinking. I don't know why, but this week in particular, I have felt so much resistance. I don't know if it's because I'm like, fasting from social media for the week
and maybe the enemy's trying to attack me in other ways, because I do know, like, the enemy attacks aren't always known to you, right? Like, you're not gonna walk into a room and go, "Oh, girl, that's the enemy attacking me." Like, no, the man is sneaky. And one of the easiest ways for him to attack us is through distractions. It's a job that he doesn't even have to do. It's like he's getting paid to just sit there and watch us be distracted. You get what I'm saying? When I think about that, I just think about how distracted I've been and immobile in a way, when it comes to moving and making progress toward my goals, my new goals, right? And I'll be honest, like, I've accomplished all of my old goals. When I think about stuff that I sat and wrote down, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, God has given me all of those things. I have touched all of those things for the most part. I think the only thing that I ain't really touched right now is a Rolls Royce Cullinan and building my own mansion. Those are the only two things at the moment that your girl is still trying to attain. Oh, and then having a lot of FU money. That is the goal, okay? But he's really allowed me to touch the things that I desire in this life. I have to take ownership of the times where I didn't steward it well, but I think about that, and I think about how I've just been so distracted over the last year, and what I called studying was actually consuming, and it was distracting, right? I call myself, oh, I'm studying this technique, I'm studying that, I'm figuring this out, I'm figuring how to do that. Oh, I like this edit. Oh, I like the way they did that. Oh, that would be a real cool reel to do. Oh, I should do this. It's like sometimes we have a spirit of copycat that we don't even realize is copycatting because it's not blatant. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't wake up and you go to this one particular person's page every day and say, oh, I'm gonna do this, you think that what you're doing by consumption, because input equals output, so whatever you put in, you're gonna pour out. You don't see that as copycatting because it's not intentional, right? But if you take a step back and you really look at the things that you're doing and the things that you're putting out, and what made you put that thing out. See, my arm looked better when I had the fit. But anyway, what made you put that thing out? Was it you? Was it the Holy Spirit? Or was it something that you saw someplace else inspired you? Because, that's our favorite word, child. We were inspired by. And the rhetoric that I keep seeing online as of late is, I'm bored. And I remember I posted it. Like, I was like, I'm bored. And then I started seeing, like, certain people's reels and stuff, and they were mentioning the word bored. And I thought, is this a coincidence? Or is this us all mimicking each other? And in a way, we are mimicking each other. Like, when you are so consumed with all of those things, it's hard to be original. It's hard to forge your own path in your own lane and all of that. And I just decided, like, I need to lock in. I don't know if you guys remember last year, I posted a video about the Great Lock-In. That's when everybody started talking about it around September. The Great Lock-In, the Great Lock-In, the Great Lock-In. And I posted a video on the Great Lock-In because I know the steps. And that video went viral. I mean, it went like 111,000 some odd views. And naively enough, I was like, oh, this what it's like over here? I'm finna be on the tube. Ask me if I've gotten 100,000 view video since. Ask me if I've gotten a 50,000 view video, 25,000. Shoot. Well, okay, I've gotten a 10. But you know what I'm saying? Like, on average, I get 1% of that, right? On average. And on most days, half of that 1%. But you have to really sit back and ask yourself, am I doing this for the metrics or am I doing this for purpose? And that is why I feel like the Holy Spirit really led me to just take a step back, right? Reevaluate. Look at the things that you're doing and ask yourself, what am I doing this for? And it's because at the end of the day, I want to leave a legacy. At the end of the day, I want my story to be told accurately by me. At the end of the day, I want my kids and my grandkids and my great-grandkids to be able to look back on something and see a woman who tried.
who persevered, who pivoted, who pursued, you know what I'm saying? Who pressed through. Like, I want them to see my story of peace, okay? Who prospered. Hello. That's what I want them to see. And I think this week I just been feeling so much resistance because even with tonight, it felt like it was so hard to just get somebody to come eat with me for free, mind you. And it was so frustrating to me because typically I don't always ask my husband to go on these because they're at, awkward times with his work schedule and all of that. So usually I may ask him to go on like a Saturday night or something like that where I'm like, maybe he can, reconfigure his schedule in order to do this. And so it was like I asked when I tell y'all all of my friends if they could come to dinner with me today, and everybody had something happening or going on or couldn't or whatever the case may be. And obviously I understood because look, that's life. Like, I understand that we're going through life, but at the same time I would be lying if I didn't say, like, sometimes it feels like a little bit of rejection. You know what I'm saying? You start wondering, well, dang, don't nobody want to hang out with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, did I miss the memo or something like that, right? And they had valid reasons. Let's be clear. Like, they had valid reasons. But when you hear no, 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 back to back to back from the people that you want to hear yes from, it's just very, like, frustrating. So then for my husband to be like, yeah, I'll be able to go. I'll be able to meet you there. And I'm calling him like, hey, you on your way? And he's like, I just made it home. I'm still an hour out. It felt like rejection again. It felt like rejection again. And that's what was disappointing to me. Obviously, he didn't reject me, but that's what it felt like in that moment. Like, dang, nobody's showing up for me. I feel alone. I feel isolated. And then on the flip side, when I was sitting there before he even got there, I thought to myself about how easy it is to fall into that trap because social media makes you feel like you have a place, like you have a home, like you have a community. And granted, you do, but what about in real life? And so, like, I'm really grateful that he showed up. One thing about it is I've gone through therapy and all that stuff before. The common denominator and pattern in my life is that my husband has always showed up. He's always showed up for me, but I still get disappointed as any other human. As his wife, obviously, I feel like I should be first, number one, all the time. So anything that makes me feel like I'm not number one, that's a different story for a different day, okay? But, him showing up, it, like, it healed something in me. It soothed it. Not soothed it, child. Do I know English? It soothed something in me. And I don't think he realized how much I needed it. And maybe he did. Because I do know when I was like, let me call you back, like, just don't come. He could tell that I was crying. He could tell. And I just, like, got off the phone, right? Because I had to sit with my thoughts and process, what is it that I'm feeling? Because an immature Felicia would immediately feel anger, right? And that's the only way that I would know how to explain what I'm feeling is anger or sadness, because those are the basic emotions that we've been taught. But somebody who's experienced enough life and gone through enough and also been married for over 15 plus years, I know that that wasn't really what I was feeling. And when I really got an opportunity to sit with it and sit by myself, I realized that it was like a pile on for me, that it wasn't just him not showing up. I felt like in that moment nobody was showing up. Like, I felt really disappointed, and I think it took me back, to just over life, just feeling like I'm always showing up for people who's going to show up for me, right? Or the friend that doesn't respond to my text message or even acknowledge me, but I continuously show, it's just like, it's those type of things where you are constantly questioning your worth and your value. And it's like, where do I stand with people? Are these real relationships? Are these superficial relationships? Like, you just don't know. I can't believe at 36 I'm still questioning things. I think that's why I keep saying, child, I can't wait to get to 40 so I can just not care no more. That's really what I'm trying to get to, honey. But yeah, that's, what that all boiled down to. I think that's also why, I don't know if y'all know this, but I don't script my vlogs. I tried to in the very beginning. I did, because I was trying to strategize and, how I'm gonna get to every vlog 100,000 viewers and da da da. And then something just told me release, and just show up as you are. And in doing so, I think I've reconnected with myself, you know, who I believe I am, who I know I am, my self-image. I trust myself. I trust what I have to say. I trust the things I choose not to say. It's like, okay, we're getting comfortable with Felicia. And I like it here. And I like that I'm able to be honest and vulnerable and not feel like, ooh, what they gonna say about me. Because at the end of the day, I really don't care. Like, now that I can really say, you don't pay my bills, girl, I really don't care. I had to care a little bit before, but I really, really, really don't care. So there's that. But I'm going to just take a second and sit out here. Don't think I'm burning up, girl, because Big Mama gonna have her fan. Speaking of fan, I just got this fan in like 2 days ago. When me and Dree went to that, what was it, that sushi place together. Girl, she had this fan and she let me use it. Honey, it changed my life. And it's probably blowing in my mic. Yeah, I'm gonna sit out here for a second and just sit with God. Thank God. You know, talk to him for a moment. Because whatever he is doing for me in this week, I am so grateful for the ability to recognize when it's God, and also to recognize when I need to get out of my own way, and to just learn how to appreciate things more and be grateful for more things, because whatever is coming is greater than whatever is gone. That I know to be true. So I don't need to dwell or focus on anything that I can't control. I just need to be present and be in the moment. Even when I'm doing these daily vlogs, like watching them back, editing them and watching them back, I'll be thinking to myself, like, girl, you are really living. Like, you are really living. You have never lived like this before. My life was so routine. I woke up, I went to the warehouse, got my kids, came home. Woke up, went to the warehouse, got my kids, came home. Woke up, went to the warehouse. Now it's like you are really out here living and experiencing life and having all of these moments of revelation and all these God moments, and you're deepening your friendship and you're deepening your relationships online, and you're building a community that actually knows you and actually sees you and cherishes you. And it's just amazing. It's amazing. And I'm super duper grateful. So yeah, I'm gonna sit out here for a second and just enjoy this air that God has given me and the provision. Because girl, I had a whole free meal today, and I don't know how much that meal was, but I know it was good, it was delicious, and it was free. Hello.